This is the Narrowboat Review, and I am your Narrowboat reviewer, Jack Beyer. 20 vlogs to do today, folks. They're scrolling up and down in front of you right now. So without any more ado, let's get with it. First up is a vlog that I saw but failed to include in the review, but the good side is I got to see it again. This is Mark and Judy, and they're on We're on the Move. This is a wide beam, and it was a pleasant cruise. They came across a rainbow, and just as valuable, they came across a bunch of subscribers, 2 or 3 groups of them. Gosh, I wish I could get to be that popular. They had a condensation issue in their boat, and I would advise them to go look at the last vlog that Chris and Shell put up, because they did an excellent job showing you how they deal with it. It was a good cruise. You might want to take a look at it. The next one is just an announcement. It's coming attractions, Narrowboat Girl. They're going to do a live stream, folks, and that's coming up. I believe it's on the 20th. I don't know the time. Check the Narrowboat Girl channel for that time. And while we're on the topic of coming attractions, there's a bunch of them. Narrowboat Tales. They're going to do a 6-person live stream vlog on 12/23. I believe it's at 7 p.m. Also, Ian of Narrowboat Tales is doing a viewer participation live stream. That's on Christmas Day between 10 and 12. Somebody else is doing a live stream, but when I get back down to where they are, I'll bring that one up too. Gosh, I want to say Foxes, but I'm not sure. Anywho, let's get on to the next one. The narrowboat that James built. Hey, you do-it-yourselfers, this is the guy to watch to see how to strip a narrowboat down to the steel shell and then build it back up. Now he's into the kitchen, and it's an interesting vlog if you're a DIY person. Plus, I find James just a nice guy to listen to. But they're long, and he does several of them a day. So, use your own discretion if you're a DIYer or not. I'm going to do something I probably shouldn't do. But in the vlog, Taylor's Aboard. This is a young man named Josh. And he and his mom and dad are living on a narrowboat. He's just starting out his vlogging. And, he's trying to learn the ropes. So I'm going to do something I should never do, and that's give him some advice over this one. Josh, just take the camera. Take pictures of your parents. Your parents are the vlog. They've got great personalities, especially your mom. And your dad is so good. He's very smart. And you always talk over him. You don't let him say what he has to say. Take a look at how you covered what he knows about the internet and how to install the internet. It was fascinating. It was as good as David John's almost, when David did it about a week or 2 ago. I'll leave it up to you guys whether you want to watch Taylor's Abroad. He might make it as a vlogger. We all had to start somewhere. Next up, some of my favorite people, the Tiller people. This is Keith and Bernadette. What wonderful vlogs they do. I never miss one, folks. I never do. In this one, they're going down the Trenton Mercy to the Anderton Boat Lift. They also pass a salt museum. Narrowboat Girl did a really good vlog on the salt museum. Keith just mentions it. But he also brings out so much fun history about the trip. That's one of the reasons why I enjoy it. It's up to you, folks. I like it. I always watch them. And ever talented Boatman Benjamin. He put out 2 music vlogs. And by the way, his daughter sang underneath one of those cuts. And it might be interesting for you to go and listen to that one. He also and the family did a Christmas special, the front end of which was the 12 Days of Christmas. And it's a very irreverent, very Boatman Benjamin lyric song. But if you want to hear the Christmas cheer from the Boatman Benjamin crowd, give it a tune. Johnny London on Project Narrowboat. He does a cruise to Shipton, and there's a marina there. It's a typical Johnny London. It's pleasant, nice music, and nice chit chat. If you're a Johnny London fan, don't miss it. Sam and Tim. Wow. And chugging along this week, they lay out how much money they make, how much money they spend. Very, very open and brave. I would never put out all that kind of information. But I guess when you're young, you just don't care to be that private. But it's very candid, folks. They'll tell you to the nickel what they earn and to the pound what they spend. If you're interested in narrowboat expenses, you want to watch this vlog. Keep chugging. Liz, I love your pink overalls. And of course, people, I'm talking about Earl Wright's. Liz owns the narrowboat Leviathan, and she's fixing it up. And she's made a lot of progress. In this episode, she's installing some metal artwork to go around her stove. And these are things that these are metal plaques that she had gotten from her grandfather who is no longer with us, but she still remembers intimately. So she lays out to restore these, and the best laid plans of mice and Liz's off do go astray, and these do. So you want a fun trip. Liz is a hoot. I love her sense of humor, and it's always worthwhile for me to spend 15 minutes with her on her vlogging. Folks, big announcement. My favorite vlog, and I never tell you this, I just tell you what's in the top 5. My favorite vlog has been, in the order of appearance, Minimalist, The Foxes, Cruising the Cut, and the Mindful Narrowboat. But people, I'm about to move Mindful Narrowboat to the top of the pop. If you don't watch any vlog this week, watch Mindful Narrowboat. In this one, she's bringing her boat, the Alice Grace, into the marina, and they're pulling it out and putting it up on blocks for 3 weeks. I guess she's getting it blacked. I sure hope it doesn't mean we're not going to hear from her for a while. But I'm going to put on the back end of this thing just a quick clip of some of her fantastic photography and her poetry and her drawing. It's just mind-blowing. And I think you'll really, really will enjoy it.
But this pair of gadwalls just wanted to dabble.
Coot. At first I overlooked you, and apologise I ought. For other birds and how they flew to coffin land I sought. The swan, its elegance and poise, its giant sails aglide, the deafening, thundering, thudding noise ascending with wings wide. How could I miss that shielded head as you turned to face the other coots, and how you sped at your imposing pace? The spattering, rather than just fly, how your wings became a dome. For we're similar, coot, you and I, as the water is our home.
You know that last line, and the water is our home. It just resonates with me, and I bet you it resonates with every narrowboat person out there. Making a narrowboat with Nanny and Granddad. I'm going to say pass, but I'll tell you why. It's like a home movie, and it's a travel log from some place in Australia and some other place in Southeast Asia. Pass. Making new memories. That's Tony and Jan. As you may recall from last week, in last week's vlog, they took a look at 3 boats. They're in the process of trying to buy a boat, and they're taking us along on this shopping trip. They spent some time putting together a list of their requirements, and they're using that list as they look at the boats. This week, they're showing us 4 more boats, and they leave you with the impression that they haven't shown you everything that they saw, but they're ready to make a decision. And that's the tease for the next vlog. First of all, Tony and I are very much alike in that we attack a problem as if it's a scientific problem, like it's black or white. So we come up with these big lists of it has to be this, 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 and this. And when Jan and Tony were putting the list together and they had finished, Jan turns to Tony and says, I know you got your list, but I'll know the boat when I walk in and I see it. I'll feel it that this is our boat. And I think that they're right because I know I've got my list, but I'll know when I walk in that boat if that's me or not. And I'm sure those of you that have narrowboats have been through this and know what I'm talking about. So we know that next time we're going to get an announcement from Tony and Jan. And Tony and Jan, I liked 4 and 6. In probably one of the longest vlogs this week, it was Admiral's Adventures. And this is an important vlog, but only really for you folks that have plans to be on the Norfolk Broads or regularly travel the Norfolk Broads. I know eventually I will, but it's got to be a year or two down in the future if I live that long. This one was like, maybe an hour and a half. For my taste, it's a pass. Well, Deck Diaries. Deborah is one of the bravest women to open herself up to us and to show us what she's going through. Is such bravery, and it's such a gift to all people, not just women, but all people who have a loved one going through what she's going through, which is chemotherapy for cancer. God bless you both, and Merry Christmas. Life aboard Amy Jo. The last time we heard from them, it was a live vlog going from Chester to the Cheshire Cat. It was a live stream, and frankly, I was underwhelmed. Though I love Steve and Chris, and I wouldn't miss one of their vlogs. In this one, it's the same cruise, but it's done as a normal type vlog, and I found it very entertaining, and it made me want to get to the Cheshire Cat to be there with them. So it's up to you. You want to be with them on the way to the Cheshire Cat? Watch their vlog. Els and Marina are on their boat heading up the K&A, and nothing really eventful happens. It's a pleasant cruise. If you want to spend 15, 16 minutes with them, watch their vlog. I always say this when I talk about Flaxes Afloat, and that is, it's such an entertaining vlog. I have nothing more good to say about it, and definitely nothing bad to say about it. So many of our vlogs, our narrowboat vlogs, are like daytime soapbox operas. You get hooked on the people, and you keep watching it the next time to see how their lives have changed. Foxes Afloat has some of that. I mean, we do want to watch and see when does Sean get fully recovered from COVID, and how is Colin handling his autism. But they are really entertainers more than anything else, and it's like watching real professional television. It's like you're watching it as if you would watch any other show that you watch on TV. It's that polished, it's that good, and the way the two of them have this charismatic feel and grab on us, it's just fun to watch them. The foil, the way they pass off their humor, it's like a comedy team that you would see on TV. This week, it's just as good, people. You get to see how Otis has grown. You get to hear some local history from Colin as they go up the cut. You get to see some beautiful photography. You get to have about 20 minutes of good time. Commercial free. Eileen and Pat on our narrowboat quest are on the Monte again, and they're heading towards the Green Pig. I love the name of that. Anyway, they don't make it. They only get as far as, what is it, the Queen's Heart or the Queen's Head Inn. Look, any couple that bases their travel on getting to a pub is my kind of people. What I like is Eileen has a really funny sense of humor and a very good depth of information on local history. History that I don't know where she gets it. What she does is she keeps quoting, I heard from two locals. Where? Was this at the hairdresser's or at the butcher shop? Or because some of the history she comes up with, folks, I don't think you're going to find it with Google. If you want to see what I mean, just watch this last week's vlog. Whew. Stan's happy hour. When Stan's at his best, it truly is a happy hour. This week, he wasn't at his best. I didn't care for this week's vlog. I'd give it a pass. On floating our boat, we've got Fran and Rich. They gave us an update. Thankfully, that their Christmas sales were up, and they did very well. They're doing a live stream. We talked about it before. It's actually sponsored by Narrowboat Tales. And it is on the 23rd of December at 7 p.m. Be sure to tune in. Also, Fran and Rich told us they met with Deborah, and that's all I can say about that. I'm bushed. I started off watching vlogs this morning, and I haven't added up the minutes, but I'll bet you if I had watched everything from end to end, and I didn't. Some of these live streams are hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't watch them end to end. I skim. But if I had watched everything end to end, it would have been about 6-7 hours. I'm bushed. But I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed how I've distilled 6 hours to about 16 minutes. If you did enjoy it, please click on the thumbs up. Think about subscribing. It's free. And if you want to leave me a comment, I love your comments. Please keep them up. And if you want to wait for the next Narrowboat review, click the bell icon. This is Jack Byer, your Narrowboat reviewer, and I'm saying Merry Christmas.